Greetings and welcome to this week's Friday Extra. Jumping right in here, Governor Hochul has outlined several proposals during her State of the State address. Some include a universal child care roadmap that the state will fully fund the first 2 years of Mayor Mamdani's program providing free child care for 2-year-olds. As it relates to insurance and consumer reforms, auto insurance. So they're proposing an elimination of compensation for individuals involved in accidents while driving under the influence, without licenses, or committed felonies. They would also like to address New York's average rate of $4,000 a year, which is $1,500 above the national average. Moving on to the public safety initiatives, they are proposing to have crime analysis centers and to expand that network statewide. Subway safety. They'd like to maintain enhanced police patrols, install platform barriers at 85 additional stations, and expand mental health response units. Under technology regulations, there's a lot going on. They would like to propose an disclosure requirement for AI-generated images and videos in electoral content. They'd also propose an AI generation content that impersonates candidates or anything that deceives voters. As far as data privacy, they propose regulations on data broker industry practices. And lastly, for consumer protection, they propose restrictions on misleading discount advertising. Now, moving on to executive orders, Mayor Mamdani has signed Executive Order 11, which directs city agencies to identify ways to cut costs and simplify regulations for small businesses. Closing out our legislative front, a huge shout out to Speaker Julie Menin, who has appointed several Bronx elected officials to their committees. We have as Deputy Whip, Council Member Encarnacion. For Children and Youth, we have Council Member Stevens. For Civil Service and Labor, Council Member Adelbo. In Education, there is Council Member Dinowitz. For Housing and Buildings, Council Member Sanchez. Immigration, Council Member Encarnacion. Land Use, Council Member Riley. Public Safety, Council Member Feliz. Sanitation and Solid Waste Management, Council Member Justin Sanchez. For Women and Gender Equity, Council Member Farias. So shout outs to all our Bronx elected officials who are now committee chairs. We are so happy for this appointment. Now on to what the Chamber has going on. On the 28th of this month, we will be hosting our Global Getaway webinar at 1:30 p.m. This year, the Chamber will be going to South Africa. If you are interested in joining us, and no, you don't have to be a member, you can bring your whole family or anybody you'd like. So if you're interested, please join us for the informational webinar happening on January 28th at 1:30 p.m. You can find the registration info on our website. We'll also have this month our board swearing-in ceremony. Thank you so much to Manhattan University, who will be hosting us, and a special shout outs to Assemblymember Dinowitz, who will be taking the charge and swearing in all of our board of directors. So we are excited for this endeavor as we begin the new year. And let's get ready, because we are a few short months away from Bronx Day in Albany, aka Bronx Dia. That event will be taking place on March the 10th. So if you are interested in showcasing your business, if you would like to attend our luncheon, we will also be having state agency workshops. You need to be there. And you should also be there just to bring the hype of the Bronx up to Albany. For more information, once again, please visit our website. We will also have a link to the Bronx Dia website where you can find more information about the events for that day and get registered for the appropriate things that you would like to participate in. March is also going to be a huge year for us as we celebrate the 20th anniversary of our Women of Distinction Luncheon. This event is where we give scholarship opportunities to young, well, I'll just say high school students who are graduating and going into college. This is truly a pivotal event that allows the Chamber to give back to our community and also empower our future generation. As this is the 20th year, we're doing everything 20. So the event will be taking place on March 20th at Maestro's Caterers. If you'd like to purchase tickets, there is an Eventbrite link that we will make available to you in this video and at large. I know that was a lot, but as we wind out and close out this week, we are remembering Martin Luther King Jr. this Monday. And so I know many of you may have the day off, but I hope you can take some time to really reflect on the progress that we have made in our society. If you look around and you can see Black, white, Asian, Hispanic, a whole myriad of people that are able to sit and break bread together peaceably. And so people like Martin Luther King Jr. had really made a difference in the way that we're able to talk to one another, the way that we protest, and the way that we are able to stand as Americans. So I hope you all have a wonderful weekend. And this is Tanisha Hurd, Chief of Staff, signing out. Happy Friday.